All right? So, the last section, I think it's the last section, isn't it? Yes, it's the last section. Let's put some rules down because you guys are doing so well with this stuff. Let's get some rules down, okay? You ready? Okay. Let's say the rule says this. First of all, let's talk a little bit about what this section is about. Now, you have roots, right? This is going to be listed as n. This is n. This is a. Okay? That's a radical expression. Okay? That's a radical expression. Now, the radical expression can be, I can't believe they're doing this, but I cannot believe they're doing this. And they're making a grave error, but it's a little weird. Sorry guys, but it is a little weird. But anyway, they're saying that if I have like something like this. If I have something like this is times. Okay? This is the same as having n and a times b. Okay? Is that okay? So that's one of the rules. Okay? Yes? Yes or no? You get it? And then there's another rule. If I have a over b, that's going to equal, notice these n's have to be the same. This is going to be n is a over b. Okay? So those are some rules, and we'll get to some rules in a minute. There's another rule that they're using, which is a little weird that they're actually using it at your age, but it's a rule. And it's not direct, it's kind of gone over here, but it's not necessarily, it's a little weird, if you don't mind my saying. Okay? So, so bizarre. So, if I say this, if I say that I have n a times n a, and I multiply that many times over, and I say this is n a, right? Now, you multiply it so many times, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. If the number of times that you multiply it are equal to n, if these two numbers are equal, if the number of times you multiply it are equal to that, you know what you get? You get that. Isn't that weird? Now, I'm sorry, but I have to add something to this. So in other words, if I say, when you don't have anything there, it's understood to be what? Square root. Very good, very good. So if I do this, what's that going to equal?
8. Oh.
It's going to be, what can you automatically say? N. N, so this is going to equal 2 squared. Remember, this is 2, right? It's understood to be 2. So when they're equal, 2 times, what do you get? You get 2, right? You see that? So if I said the cube root of 2 times the cube root of 2 times the cube root of 2, what's that going to equal? Look, guys, come on, right here. What's it going to be? 2. Look, guys, let's look at it again. If the index, it's called the index. If the index equals the number of times it was multiplied, the expression was multiplied by itself, then it's whatever is under the expression is the answer. You get that? So it's going to be A. So for instance, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to write some things on the board, and you're going to try to come up with the answer.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't tell me what the answer is yet. Okay?
They can't see the A.
You can't see the A? All right, I'll just turn this a little bit. All right, is that better? You can see it now? Okay? All right. So, remember, this is the index, right? So, look, what is this called? What is that called? It doesn't say it in the book. It's a little upsetting. Somebody look up radical expressions and find out what that is. We have two things going on. We only have 6 minutes. So have you, Kobe, look it up. Do you have an answer for the other thing we were looking up? What is it? Go ahead.
To get a radical of a fraction, just turn it upside down. In other words, swap over the numerator to the...
Did you hear what that said? Let's say it online. Okay, you ready? Reciprocal, this is the meaning of the word reciprocal. Kobe, say it out loud and I'll repeat what you said. This is the definition of the word reciprocal. Tell me if this makes sense. Go ahead.
To get the reciprocal of a fraction...
To get the reciprocal of a fraction...
Just turn it upside down.
Turn it upside down.
In other words, swap over...
In other words, swap the numerator with the denominator. Is that what you said? Excellent. You get that? Well done, Kobe. Now, Kobe, we want to know what this is called. Okay? Look up something like definition of radical expressions. Something like that. Anyway. So, what would this equal? What would that equal?
That would be
5.
5. Very good. What's this?
5.
5.
5, right?
Yeah.
What's this?
5.
5. What's this?
5.
5. You get it?
Yes.
Yes.
If this number equals the number of times it was multiplied by each other, right? So in other words, if I said to you 6, right?
Oh.
The 6th root multiplied by itself 6 times, what's that equal?
6.
6.
Right? Let me show you something. Okay? All right, now. If I say to you, and I cannot believe we're doing this, but this is what the book says. I'm a little bit stunned that we're doing this at your age, but that's okay. These are just rules, etc. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? If I say to you, root 2 times 2 equals root 2 squared, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, does this rule make sense? I showed you this already. 2 times root 2 equals 2 times 2. Is that true?
Yes.
Are these the same?
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, good. So I can say this. Can I say this? 2 times 2 equals 2
2.
squared.
Yes.
Okay, you okay with that?
Yes.
Are you ready for this? This is going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Blow your mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
Don't say you're ready if you're not ready. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure? All right. Are you sure you're ready?
Let's go. Not ready.
Do you ever wonder, like, what does that mean? Like, square root of 2, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean? Does anybody ever wonder that? Like, what does it mean? What does it look like without the radical sign? Is there a way of making it look normal? In other words, what is that? What is it? Like, if I took that out of radical form and I put it in exponential form, what would it look like? You know what it looks like? This is really weird. Watch this rule. All right, that's the expression, right? You got an answer for us yet?
I'm not sure if it's correct.
Go ahead.
In mathematics, a radical expression is defined as many expressions containing a radical symbol. Many people mistakenly call this a square root symbol, and many times it is used to determine the square root of a number. However, it can also be used to describe it.
All right, stop reading. Find out what this is under here. Find out what it says this is and this is. See if it's there. All right, so you know what this equals?
2.
What does it equal? X to the A over N.
X to the
Yep.
yep. I don't understand.
All right, now look. Now let me show you why. All right? You ready? This equals what?
4 to
Two.
According to this, this is going to be 2 to the 1/2 times 2 to the 1/2, right? Isn't that understood to be 1? Isn't that understood to be 2?
Yeah.
So isn't that 2 to the 1/2 according to this?
Oh.
Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so now what? What am I going to do to the exponents?
I think I know.
So this is going to be 2 to the 1/2 times 2 to the 1/2. You know what the rule says?
5. I mean, 5.
Now, when you I'm going to tell you. You ready?
Yes.
If I have 2 bases, right? That's a base, right? 2 is a base.
Yeah.
Exponent base, right? Remember that?
Yes.
I say A to the N plus M. So what's 1/2 plus 1/2?
1.
1. So this is going to equal 2 to the 1/2 plus 1/2. That's going to equal 2 to the... And what's 2 to the 1?
3.
2 to the 1 is 2. Right? Isn't that what this says?
Yes.
Look, this says this. Doesn't it say this? 2 times 2. What's square root of 4? That is actually what that says. That rule right in your book. That's really what it says. You see that?
What page is it?
On page 73. That's where that rule comes from. It's with higher roots. That's the definition. You found it? What's it called? A radicand. Exactly. This is called what?
A radicand.
No, this is called the index. This is called the
Radicand.
how do you spell it?
C-A-N. And D.
Good.
Okay? Now listen to me. Listen to me. We are done. If I'm not here the next day, what do you have to do? You do your problems and get this. For 90 minutes, you have to stay focused. Painful, I know. Yes?
You owe us 3 minutes, right?
Oh. I know I owe you like 6 minutes. Have a good night.
Hey?
Yes.
All right.